Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Emma. It's been kind of a funky morning, y'all. I am walking on thin ice right now with my nose. Apparently it got really dry lately, and I was doing a little itchy, and it started flowing. So it was a lot slower of a flow this time around than it was a year ago, but apparently me and dry weather don't mix. Good morning, Melissa J. So if I sound a little stuffy, which I don't think I do, it might be because of this. I don't know. BB, good morning. Lise H and Kelsey, good morning. It is officially my 2-year channelversary today, and it's March 2nd, y'all. It's crazy. Good morning, Grammy Rita. So I'm trying to slowly inhale so I don't like it out of there and make things. You had to do your nasal. Well, it's not allergies for me. It's the red stuff coming, flowing out. Gave myself a nosebleed. And apparently my nosebleeds anymore are not just, oh, I scratched it. It's gonna, a second later it's done. No, the water faucet's gonna get turned on. Good morning, Jay, Lori, Miguel, Marianne. Thank you, Steven. Good morning. So, yeah. But, y'all, I put together a bag this weekend. I still haven't gotten me and tails. I did well when I made these stars to get my tails sewn in before I did my steaming, my blocking or whatever. I didn't make my straps long enough, so this is a really short bag, y'all. You've never had Kelsey, I've never had them either until like a year ago. So here is my one of the patriotic blankets, a bag. This is going to be a one-off, one of a kind, because the instructions for this part of the bag, not mine. And, well, kind of, but yeah. I made a drawstring backpack. It's little. It kind of is a child size, yeah. Or a small project bag, So there you go. Good morning, Shamira, Kelsey. Grammy Rita loves it. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to come up with something else because I don't know, it's too much. I don't know. I would literally be like, all right, go follow this person's link for their star squares and then come back here. Yeah, and I was just like, meh. It's gonna be a one-off. It's gonna be a one-off. Good morning, Nana. Ugh. As soon as it started dripping this morning, I went, no. I don't know if Helix is going to be in here this morning, but her and I are collaborating on something, and it's fun. I suppose I could say it again later if she comes in. I'm just trying to think. Oh, and I bought one hat off of Amazon. I'm going to try and figure out how to sew a square onto it. I've got one one hat. Feels like it wants to keep running again. Detangling yarn for the bag. Like it feels runny, but like nothing's coming out right now, so hopefully it doesn't while I'm on here. But I made sure before I went live that I had this nearby. I keep feeling like it wants to go again. But I think as long as I don't mess with it, it's fine. Okay, so Helix and I, Miss Lexi, she was asking if there anybody on one of her lives last week wanted to do this fabric glue. Oh, true. That's right. You are a very happy camper, Marianne. Yay. I hope it stays warm enough for you to stay in there. Kelsey. Yes, you're a genius. I would rather do that too. Hold on. Oh, my nose is, it feels like it's running. Hold on. If it's running, it might be like more than runny. So I may have to flip off my camera for a minute. Not between the lines, but turn it off. No, it's still fine. I just gotta stop being paranoid. Fabric glue. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so Helix and I, Helix on, was it, I think Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there, because it was before the weekend, I think. She was talking about making this Chalina shawl. Chalina, I don't know how to pronounce it. Chalina. Chalina. It's a bag o' day pattern. No, you are genius. Because I could like the poo out of that glue on there. And not have as big of a deal as I do when I try to line the bags. You're a genius, lazy person. Anyway, so I was like, sure, yeah, let's do it. When are we starting? And so, like, I guess we turned it went from like working it with her to Chalina. You looked it up? Yeah, it's really, Frizzy Bee had one made by Helix, and it was really pretty. Anyway, so she was like, we were talking about like how, you know, just kind of like when we want to start doing it, and then she turned it into a game. So we are now racing each other. We are racing each other to see who can get it done faster. But she has a lot more yardage to go through than I do, but yet I'm working with yarn that's super thin. I'm not used to. So her advantage is that she's got something she's used to working with. For me, I don't know what kind of advantage I have. I don't know. Bon voyage, Rebecca. Have a safe trip. My nose feels so runny. That is awesome, Marianne. I just hope it stays, you know, it doesn't do another dip. But if it does dip again, it's a short-lived dip and you can stay in your camper. Anyway, so we started at 7:45 p.m. last night, the two of us. And within 30 minutes, we were at the same spot. I told her about 30 minutes later, I was like, all right, 30 minutes in, and I'm 7 rows into it. She's like, same. And I had to get off and help get kids to bed and things. So, and then I did 2 more rows after that, and that's it. I sent her a picture with my progress. I'm going to show you the yarn first. Oh, this yarn is so thin. It's like thread. Let's see. It is super fine. It is a 1 weight. This is the yarn. I won this from Helix. in a giveaway that she did. It is Yarn Art Flowers. There is no color name, but the color number is 289, of which I can get more of this on Amazon for $15 a cake. For 1,000 yards, that's not bad for 15 bucks. But it's thread. And so it's really interesting to work with because it's tiny. So she said on Frizzy's shawl hug thing that she made, she did a 5mm hook. And so that's what we're going with. We're using 5mm hooks. We started yesterday at 7:45 a.m. or p.m. So we are 12 hours in. It's black to white, or sorry, it's black to pink and white. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, Amazon has them for $15 a cake, y'all. That's pretty good deal, I think. I just want to do the sniffles, but I am so paranoid of being too hard. Like I said, I'm walking on eggshells with my nose this morning. So, y'all ready for the Shalina shawl? Shalina. So we have dubbed it the, I don't know which way we're going with it. We're either going to say it's the Great Shalina Shawl-a-thon, or we're just going to call it the Shalina Shawl-a-thon. It's a tongue twister. And we're giving ourselves a hard deadline of the end of the month. So that way we're not dragging this thing out all year, So it's like, I should have said 2 weeks, but that's pushing it. So I was like, let's just make it the month of March. It's our thing for the month of March. Maybe we'll have something in April we can do together or something. Not necessarily me and Helix, but maybe, we could pick a project like that and work on it all month. So y'all ready for the big reveal of what I have done so far? So my Make It Mondays can be make-alongs. I typed in make-along Mondays. I want to put Make It Mondays. Which sounds better, Make-Along Mondays or Make It Mondays? Hello, Sharon. Good morning. So, because it's, Mondays is the Monday is the day that I do the Bust That Stash series. It's the, any make-alongs that I'm doing, which I have the Luck of the Draw 14 I still need to get caught up on. And then this Shalina Shawl-a-thon is my next Mal. So, all right, y'all ready for it? Here is my progress so far as of March 2nd, 12 hours in. Da-da-da. It's just the gray part. Just the gray part. It's so thin, y'all. Look at this. That is 9 rows of double crochets in there. And it's, yeah. Super lacy. It's drape. It's got lots of drape because I'm using a hook that is, so in these cakes, y'all, it has 1,093,60 yards. I'm not sure what that's all about. Anyway, it says comma instead of point, but it's around 1,000 yards. Good morning, Jenny. So what was I going to say? The hook size they recommend is a 3mm. So we went up 2 hook sizes. So there is my progress, 12 hours in. It does look like a bat. Brizzy, good morning. My hair is all funky, it's got bumps and things everywhere in it this morning. Okay, so trying to think, Make It Mondays. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna turn it back to. I thought I was putting that in, but I must have typed Make-Along Mondays for some reason when I scheduled this one out. Trying to think. Oh no! I didn't realize that, Lisa. That's interesting. Anyway, so it's 1,093.60 yards. All right, so do I want to work on this or do I want to do something else? Oh, where's my notebook? I need to write this down. Oh, we're in March now, so I got to change it to March. I'm going to start a new page because there's not enough room down here to do March. So we're going to flip the page. So I gotta finish the Atlantic shawl, but I'm gonna work on that with Cami when we finally get together with that. Okay. So March 2026. Oh, I'm sorry, Cami. Good job, Sharon. Yes. Way to adult this morning. Oh, I don't want to rip that out. There we go. Okay, so March 1st was yesterday. So we started on the 1st. The Chelina. I don't know how that's... I need to go back and watch the video again and see how Bagode pronounces it. I think she says the Chelina. The Chelina Shawl-a-thon. And I'm gonna write 5 millimeter. Not 5.5. A 5 millimeter. Yeah. There's my March project. And the Tunisian jelly roll is going to be moved to this one as well. The loom knit scarf as well. The Atlantic shawl. Almost everything minus 3 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of the 8 things I have listed on my February, 2 are moved from January. So I indicate with a green dot the whips that I bring from the previous month. So once they're done, they'll have a star. But I'm bringing the ones to the next month with green dots. And then, so like, I've got the flower bouquet, the Atlantic shawl, and the loom knit scarf. Those 3 are going to get moved to March as well. Woo, Melissa G's in the home stretch, Woo, woo. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to write Tunisian jelly roll. Blanket. Let's see, what's the millimeter on it? 6 millimeter. Even though it's written on the other page, I'm keeping the hook size with it, so that way I, don't have to keep searching for the hook size. Loom knit scarf. I'm almost done with that one, so maybe that'll be my focused project for this week. The loom knit scarf doesn't have a hook size, so let's see. The Atlantic shawl. It was a 5.5 millimeter. Now that one I know is the 5.5. And then the flower bouquet, Tunisian flower. Man, I cannot type this morning. It's Bouquet. Blanket. And I'm using a 7 millimeter on that one. Yep. I don't need to put Tunisian hook on there because I know that, because I put Tunisian flower bouquet. Yeah, I don't iron anything either. All right, and the last thing I need to move to this month is the Blooming Blessings shawl, and then all my other whips. Why do I have that one even on there? I don't have a hook size next to it. 5 millimeter, 5.5 millimeter. I'll just put it on here. What did I call it? The Blooming Blessings. Blooming Blessings poncho. And that one had a 5.5. I'm glad that the furls hooks that I ordered, I got a 5.5 and I got a 5.5, a 6, and a 6.5. So, good morning. I feel like my nose is going to run again. All right, so I'm going to put a green circle next to these. My goal is to not bring this many things down from month to month. But I moved, oopsies. I moved 5 things from last month to this list. So, let's see. I finished a bag yesterday. So I started it in February. I'm going to go back on February's list and I'm going to write, when did I start those squares? Did I start them on Saturday or Friday? I think I started on Friday night. So Friday night would have been the 27th. 27th. I called it my Star Spangled Patriotic Bag. It's not going to be an official name or anything, so I don't, I'm not worried about it taking anybody's name. I started it on the 27th of February, but I finished it yesterday. So, let's see. I'm going to put a pink star next to it because it's finished and I don't have to bring it into March. Okay. So now I've got March and I've got my Chelina check-in Monday with Amber, right? So I got my Chelina Shawlathon right there with Helix. Yeah, so make it Mondays, we make our plans, we make our whips, we do all the things. Make it Mondays could mean anything. All right, let's see. I need to get my hook back in here somewhere. I have one load of my own laundry to do today. The dishes are caught up in the kitchen for today. All right, let's see. Yeah, working with this thread, calling it thread because it's basically thread, the size of thread. Okay, and then this row I do the double V-stitch. The one thing that Bag O' Day does with these V-stitches is she adds 2 chains in the spaces between them. I'm like, I would do 1, but it might need the 2 for it to, be enough stitches across or whatever. Good morning, Tank. No worries, Tank. You can rest. I love Mishi, but like, she comes on so like right at the time that, you know, I'm putting kids to bed and spending time with the husband after the kids are in bed, you know. So it's like, I have to go back and watch the replay. The other thing I wish this cake would start doing is letting the yarn flow. It's still kind of tight in there. After all this, it still has a tightness to it. So yes. Tank, did you get Chinese on your birthday? You're becoming synonymous for me with holidays and Chinese food. My nose. Well, that's good. At least it made you happy, Tank. That's what's important. That we're happy. So yeah, I'm gonna try and chug this drink and then like try to make myself as hydrated as possible. So maybe I won't have nosebleeds while it's dry. And then I might even live around a humidifier for the next, I don't know how long, till it becomes humid again outside. My husband needs to get a whole house humidifier, I'm telling you. I'm telling him. Good morning, Zach. No worries. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. That makes me a little nervous with the nosebleed that I had this morning. I'm gonna have to let them know to be gentle around the nose. Not, I mean, I know they're in my mouth, but just, I don't know. I just feel paranoid that something will happen. I don't know, maybe my gums will bleed extra or something tomorrow. Hopefully not. It's just weird that after like 20, 30 years of adulthood, of life, that my nose would all of a sudden start doing this with dry weather. I've lived around dry weather for a long time. Woohoo! Cammy! Bon voyage, Rebecca! Bon voyage! Chinese is your absolute favorite, Sharon? I feel like I have to go really slow with this. I don't know why. It's so little. And then sometimes I feel like the thread gets thinner. It's so weird. I have to like pull a bunch out just to keep going for a little bit. Ugh. It just doesn't feel very quick. Why is it that crocheting with it just doesn't feel very, like you can go very fast? Or is it I'm just not used to it? Do, 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 do. Let's see. I think I might put a row or two on here, depending on how much time it takes. And then maybe switch to another project to work on this morning. You know, put some progress in on each of my things that I still have on my whip list. I mean, I feel like I'm going at a good pace, but I don't, I don't know, it feels weird. You got a Yarn Swift. Cool. Yeah. Oh, I think that's everywhere, Sharon, because it seems like everybody around here is getting the flu and stuff too. It's already hit my house once, so I'm hoping that it stays away now that we've all had it once this season. So my daughter went to a camp thing this last weekend though, and apparently some young ones had to be taken home because they got sick in the after bedtime. Brandon just asked if you were in another room, and I just told him you rearrange it all the time. I haven't rearranged in a while now. It's been the same background now for a couple weeks, I think, because I just did these basket thingies and this bookshelf thing right behind my head. Oh, it's been at least a week or more. I don't remember when it was, but it wasn't last week. It's been a little bit. I just can't remember exactly when I put it like that. No leg workout, huh? All the yarn behind me? Yes, eventually. What plans specifically? I have no idea. It's slowly moving. It's just I'm having to. I'm using up what's in these bins first before I move into this stuff. But my youngest, he keeps shopping from all this stuff with his things that he wants me to make for him. So all this stuff right here is my Thrift and Stitches superwash. I could not get that word for some reason out. Yeah, it was just the year for us to get stuff this year, because we've been pretty lucky here lately, here the last couple years, at least for me anyway. Oh my gosh, trying to work on this is like, it's I don't know, the weight of it pulling down, like I want it to be like this so I can, like, I don't know, that or put it on the, well, if I do it on the table like this, you guys can't see it. That's part of why I do that second camera, so you can see what I'm doing and hang out with me at the same time. So you can see what my hands are doing. Did she get up, kitty kitty? But if I don't have that second camera, it's down below the camera and you guys can't see it. Oh no. No! Oh. I know, right? I'm trying my best to work through my stuff, but it's just like look, this is what gets me is I have so many whips going, And I don't feel like I've put a dent in what I have for yarn. I don't know, it's just... I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Is there any of my whips that I have bought new yarn for other than this off of Amazon the other day, last week or whenever it was? Like, but that's just 3 more of these, you know? I haven't bought much for yarn lately, and I just can't seem to put a dent in any of it. But I just have a hard time. I should just stop worrying about, oh, I'll use it eventually, and just, you know what? Just offload it now to somebody who'll actually use it now, instead of letting it sit and collect dust for me to use in like 2 years, you know? So it's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, that stinks. Sounds like the flu hit her. Hopefully she's back up on her feet quickly and can grace us with her awesome presence again. Like, seriously, I feel like I'm like so slow on this. Like, I'm just getting a row done on this almost. Hopefully it's for her like it is for, at least for the people in my family. The very sick part lasted just a day or so. Like less than a day, and then it was just all the aches and pains after that. Let me see if I'm doing this right. So I got 5, 5, 5. So far, I only have 5. Yeah, my thing is all this wool yarn that I have. I'm like, I hope whatever I make with it, you know, I don't ruin it by washing it or anything. Like, I don't want to ruin it because it, y'all, whatever, if I make something out of all this in one big thing, like, that's a very expensive blanket or whatever I make with this. I should make a blanket with all that. All those colors just go well together. I don't know what I would do with that, though. I mean, I could do another, like, jelly roll style blanket with it. The thing is I'd have to, like, to do patchwork with this, I'd have to figure out, like, how many rows I would go, and then, like, I wouldn't use it all up at once, because those would make really long strips. That's why it felt so rough. I'm gonna move to the loom knit, I think. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1. Skip over that and double crochet into there. All right, there's another row. Although that's the back. Hold on, let me show you the front. The front has all the ridges. This is the ridge side. Oh, yeah. She's gonna beat me for sure. Lexi, she's gonna beat me. Because I feel like I'm like a snail with this stuff. Mash those thummies. Mash those thummies. Let's see. Facebook. Messenger. Go back. Oh, that was her. Okay. Tank. Ooh. Tank, you've made this shawl before? That's cool. Those are pretty. Oof. Cool. Yours is pretty. Good morning, Marlene. Okay. Since this is the one of my projects I'm close to being done with, I'm going to work on this one. Although I wish I had a tote that I could flip-flop this around in. All right, give me just a second. I'm gonna go sub-level for a second. I'm trying not to go sub-level too much because I don't want to put pressure on my nose, so I won't be down very long. Because I feel like when I've had it happen before last year where I was leaning over to do, I was pulling groceries out of grocery bags, and it started running. It started a nosebleed. It was weird. I'm not changing it right now. I told you, I'm busy. No, go please. Then I guess you can just stand there and wait for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, did he ask you to come down here and change it? Yes. Okay, then you go up there and watch what you were watching, and don't worry about Jared. Cool. Over. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm good now. Oh, I sniffled a little too hard, so hopefully it's okay. Although it's clearing up a little bit, so. All right. I really wish I would have put the pen on this before I got started, but as long as it doesn't fall off of here, and I don't have to rewrap it a bunch of times, then I'm good. So I don't know if you guys were all here, but I'm loom knitting through one of these skeins of Premier Bloom Chunky. And then the other one I'm going to use to make the fringe on the ends of this scarf when it's done. It's a Monday. We're already I haven't had a Monday like this in a while, and my goodness, those boys are making it one of those Mondays. Is there like a full moon coming? I need to look. I don't need to months anymore. So next full moon. Aha! Ha! That explains everything. Telling you, there's a correlation between full moons and children's behavior. And the cats, apparently, because mine was not the only one going nuts yesterday. Apparently, other people's cats were going crazy yesterday. What is it about the moon doing that? It's crazy. Yep. Lunar eclipse. Is that what we got going on too? But the next full moon is tomorrow, so it explains the behavior. Oh, it's going to be one of those moons. Those are kind of cool to see. I think this is what I'm going to work on today. I feel, I'm still in a design mood. Like, I've made 2 bags. One of them is typed up. I wrote the other one down. I need to work on typing it up and get it out there. And Jenny, I need to get your tail sewn in on your bag so I can mail it out to you. And then I need to get Mama Swift's bag out to her. She's probably wondering if I ran off with her money, which I didn't. I'm going to ship her bag. I just need to take some decent pictures of it so I can have advertising pictures of it, And then once she has it, she'll be able to do word of mouth advertising. But this is my whip, y'all. I'm telling myself this, and I'm telling you for accountability. Like, I want to finish this so I can be done with it. It's a soft and squishy one. It's not quite my wingspan yet, and I still have a decent amount of the yarn left. I'm pulling from the outside, so I still have this much left of it. And let's see. Oh, where did I put the other skein at? Oh, right here. So this is what a normal skein is. And that's the one I'm going to pull the fringe from. But yeah, I swear by the fact that my kids' moods, it's funny because every time they're in these little like hissy fits, I mean, they're in them all the time, but like when they're just extra, you're like, when they're like they are right now, it's like, what is with you guys? Is there a full moon or something? And almost every time I say that, lo and behold, there's a full moon. They're just like at each other's throats up there, like just can't say anything nice. I keep bringing up that if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. We say, that time of the month. We don't, I don't know. It's weird saying the other way. I want to blow my nose so bad, but my paranoia of nosebleed is keeping me from doing so. So I will survive. I will survive. Do. No, I want to get some of these darn whips off my hook so I can figure out a bunch of projects that I can work my way through my stash. I do want to dwindle it down a little bit. I want to dwindle my stash down to where it's just in these shelves behind me and my cotton in here in this little hanging thing that I have. That's my parameters, my boundary is what I'm wanting to get to, and it's all the yarn outside of it that is overwhelming me. I just need I just need certain things, and I don't know. I just no offense or anything, but I just don't want to. I want to talk yarn. I don't want to talk about nosebleeds anymore because it's just they annoy me, and I'm already on eggshells about it. So it's like, let's talk about something else. Get my mind off something else. Ooh, I have a question for you guys. Now that it's not Christmas time, what is something that that's a great idea, Melissa. What yes, let's talk yarn. No more red stuff. I know I was the one that brought it up, so it's my fault. What kind of project could we do in April? Hello, Arrow. Your fake friend went off there. What kind of project could we do as a make-along next month in April? What is something we could make for the summer? Or, rewind. I spoke to the person that directs the foster kids camps that my church hosts every summer, and asked him if it would be something we could do where we could donate blankets to the kids. And they've actually been doing that before in the past. I don't know if they still do it, he said. I don't remember if they still do it, but they usually partner with this Project Linus, where they get the tie fleece blankets. And I asked him, I was like, well, would crochet knitted kind of yarn kind of blankets be okay? And he's like, oh yeah. And so I asked him how many kids came to the two different ones. So there's one for like more elementary, and then there's one more for like the high schoolers. So they've got the younger kids, and then they've got the older kids camp, and they're separate weeks. And he said the numbers for each one, I don't remember which it was, what the two different numbers were, but the two together was like 60 to 80 kids combined between the two camps. So I was like, so 100 blankets. If we raised 100, if I gathered up, collected up 100 blankets, we'd be able to cover all the kids. And he thought that was a good number to go with. So I would like to get you guys thinking about that and get that started, because we've only got a couple months before the camp. So, and we only need 100 blankets to cover all the kids. Now, the more volunteers they get, the more kids they can host. But I don't know, if I don't want to say let's do 150 blankets and have too many, but also, I don't know. Size preference, I was going to stick to the boggy sizes just because then keep them all the same size, and keep it consistent, that way people, since they're already doing the boggy sizes, you guys can do the same sizes for this one. And he even agreed that way they all get the same size, and there's no like, theirs is bigger, theirs is smaller, blah, 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 because they're foster kids. They've already got it rough. Some of them, their behaviors are still, they've got rough behaviors. So we don't need to put any fuel to the fire. So, and yes, bright, happy. I mean, I would say any colors that you feel led to make with, because, and obviously the same parameters as boggy. No animal, no wool, no, You know, keep it washable and dryable, because you know kids, because he was saying that the Project Linus blankets that they've done, the kids will wear them around and like run around the camp with them on all week, as like hugs on them, you know, so they're bound to get dirty and food put on them, and food get on them, dirt and bugs and things. So I would say keep it definitely washable and dryable, like all the same boggy parameters. Um, you know, to help with the allergies and sensitivities and just kids being kids and getting them dirty. Hello, Valerie. Awesome, Lisa. And like I said, we only need 100 blankets, so it's not like we don't need thousands of them. And they do this once a year, so it'll be a whole lot easier, I think, to collect that many. But then it's like, I don't want to start collecting a bunch and be like, you know, have a house full of blankets being stored from year to year. I'd have to get it like a storage unit or something, you know, to store blankets in, because that's the one thing I don't want to run into is having to hold on to blankets till the next year. But, you know, that's what I would have to do. That's what I would have to do, though. So I'm trying to think. So this year's going to be a little bit of a rush to get it. I need to go through and count all my blankets, because I've got at least 3 sitting right here in front of me. And I've got at least, I might have 10 of them upstairs in my room. So I've got almost 20 blankets just in and of myself over the last 2 boggy seasons. Oh, thank you, Arrow. I think you're rejoining, so thank you for rejoining. Try to be gentle with my nose. I just want to wipe it, but gotta leave it alone. Leave it alone. And that's, you know, that's how us humans get bugs into our system, is we're constantly touching our face with our hands. Because the bugs are like, we know these humans, they're going to touch their face with their hands, so we're going to, and that's why washing your hands is important. Here's your public service announcement for the day. Wash your hands before you touch your face. I mean, that's one way of spreading the germs, and sharing drinks and things is another way. But, like, yeah. The itching of the eyes and the nose, and yeah. There we go. Have everyone tell you how many they plan to send and cut off when you have enough, and maybe limit. Yeah, that's what I would think. Yeah, do like, gosh, if we just had what? Let's see. 20 people. 20 people, right? Make 5 blankets each. I'd have my 100 blankets. And I've already made 5 blankets, so I only need a handful of people to make a handful of blankets. So like 10 people making 5 blankets would probably be enough. Yeah, 10 to 15 people, that's it. Yeah, well, I don't like hand sanitizer because of the alcohol. It's rubbing. I don't like putting alcohol on my hands. So that's why I wash my hands. I will wash my hands 20 times before I use hand sanitizer. Now, the only time I will use hand sanitizer is if I absolutely cannot wash my hands. That is the only time I'll use it. But I don't like the side effects that can come from it. Give me a minute. Oh, I'm tired of tasting that taste in my mouth. Okay, I have officially reached my limit of loom picking. This is why this thing is slowly getting done. That's okay. I can put a few wraps on at a time and call it a day. So I guess I should put a post out there if anybody would be interested in donating blankets. Good morning, Dawn Aaron. So I guess I should put a post out there, and then I could also do on. Should I just do a? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a single solitary post, and just have people sign up through like an Excel spreadsheet or something, and say if you want to donate 2 to 3 blankets to the foster kids camps that my church hosts every summer. Excuse me. You know, to sign up, and then that way I'm not getting a bunch of random people sending me blankets and I get too many, you know. I might do it that way. But I don't want to like limit people, you know, like if you want to make and donate, then make and donate, you know. If it has pins that you can replace, maybe. But then you might also just have to buy a new one. I don't know. I think they do sell replaceable pins, but I'm not sure. I've never had to buy them. So, all right, where is my other notebook at? I need to find my other notebook. I don't want to lean over too much. Look, I tried to use up yarn, and I still have leftovers from the red, white, and blue bag. And then I used that blue out of there. Still have all of that, basically. Oh, here's my other notebook. Give me a minute or two. Jeez. Family link. Jared. Bonus time. There. Jonathan, your tablet's unlocked too. So you've been happy shopping, huh? No, what's the word I'm looking for? You've been under the influence shopping, huh? Let's see. Did I finish anything? You know what I need to do is I need to find my thermal bag. Do you guys know where I set it down? I can't figure out where I put it. Oh, I found it. It's in this tote. Okay. I just wish I could remember what hook size I was using with this. I would think. Yes, exactly, Grandma Rita. I'm basically like the same parameters that Boggy has for their blankets is the same parameters I'm using because it makes it fair for the kids, it's safe for the kids with their allergies and all that. So yes. I did. I'll have to watch that one, Grandma Rita. But yes, the same like all the same parameters that they have for the Boggy blankets would be the same I would do too. So yeah, this is my thermal bag that I need to finish. It's so close. So yes, I'll have to go watch that. But yeah, mine are going to be all the same. I don't need that one. I need the 5.5. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay. It has been so long since I've worked on this thing. Like, so long that I'm like, I don't know if I was using a 5.5 or a 5. Because it recommends a 5.5 for the yarn. But I don't remember if I went with that hook size recommendation or smaller. So, I don't know. Yeah, no pet hair for sure, if you can help it. No scents, you know, just a scent-free, dye-free, all that stuff. I can't tell if those look bigger. They kind of look bigger. The V's look a little bit bigger. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I mean, they look the same too, so I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could remember. I thought I had it written down, but I can't find it written down anywhere, so I'm going to go with the hook size that the yarn recommends. And hopefully it doesn't make it look different. Well, maybe I'll finish this round and move on to something else. I don't know. We'll see. I feel slow on this one too. So for my next red, white, and blue bag, I was thinking of doing the star stitch for my bag and doing a similar bag situation that like and I don't know what pattern she used. Camille's Creations did a pleated bag recently that Margaret won. And I was thinking of doing a similar-ish bag to that, but have it with the stripes being the star stitch, and then I would make the star stitch in like, you know, one row of red star stitch, and then the next row would be white, and then blue, and then red. I would literally just red, white, blue stripe of stars all the way around. But it would be the star stitch, I think it's the Marguerite stitch or whatever, the one that makes it's supposed to look like supposedly like a star, but it's more of a star burst. So let me write crochet star stitch. So this one right here. Let me share my screen. Screen share. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Images. So basically, this will work. All right. Okay, so in this picture, you'll see. Why did you do that? Let's do this. There we go. So see how it's striped like this? This is what I would do. So like I would either do the star stitch all in white, and then these rows where the brown is, I would make white, red and blue, possibly. So I was thinking of my next red, white, and blue stitch, or my next patriotic bag tote would be utilizing this stitch here, but in red, white, and blue, and then I would make it into like the Camille's pleated bag that she made, where she put a drawstring through the top of it and was able to drawstring it closed, and then it had a handle on it. So it would be similar to that, but it would be using this striping for the star stitch, with the star stitch, instead of, oh cool. Oh sweet, I can actually move it around. Ah, I can still see it. Okay, yeah, so this would be, yeah, this would be the stitch that I was thinking of using in a striped design, maybe. Or, so I don't know, what do you guys think? Vertical stripes or horizontal stripes? Vertical stripes or horizontal stripes with that? Sorry, I'm playing with the... That's so cool. I can actually make it scroll and zoom in. I had to enable permissions to do that. I'm like, heck yeah, I'd do that, because that is one thing I've been wishing I could do every time I show some. Like, I have to, if in order to scroll around on it and like zoom in on certain things, I'd have to be on the tab itself, and then I couldn't see the chat with you guys. So you just filled out questions for your Facebook. Okay, hold on. Facebook. I am really bad about being in there, so I cannot wait for Michael's Bee's Knees shawl to come out. I think it's hilarious that oh, I had somebody request one 2 weeks ago, but they didn't answer the questions. So I'm going to decline with feedback. Issues with answers to questions. Please answer questions to join the Facebook group. I have everybody do this to keep it a safe place for us to be and share our projects and things. So, only had to do that a handful of times, but it's like, come on, people, fill out the questions. Good morning, Erica. So yes, I do have a Facebook. What I need to do is, seriously, I need to set myself aside a time for business hours where I just go through, check all my different platforms where I have my patterns, make sure they're all good and kosher, and, you know, post on my different platforms. So that way, you know, if I make it a job, but I don't want to make it a job that I don't want to make it something I don't want to do. So I'm trying not to make it a job, but it is fairly easy to do. It really is. And I like the star stitch. Is that the blanket you're designing, Grammy Rita? That's the stitch I was thinking of doing for a blanket for the red, white, and blue. You know how amazing it would be to make a star stitch in a wave pattern? That'd be fun. Okay, I just want to make it around one round. It's a little bit of a process getting around, because I'm going in the back loop of the row the previous row, as well as the front loop of 2 rows down. And that's what creates the thermal stitch. It's almost like it's basically double layered, but it's crocheted together into a solid piece of fabric. And that's why you get this, like, barely any light coming through. You are approved, Arrow. I have you approved in my group. I had somebody request one 2 weeks ago and I didn't realize it. And that's another thing, is I need to check that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Let's see. 11 rounds of mesh grain. Oh, that's the. All right. Time slot for admin stuff. Posting on socials. Patterns on platforms. Rev, Ko-Fi, and Etsy. Oh, I'm trying to think what else I could do during that time. That's admin-y stuff. Like, because that's my issue with, like, the social media stuff, like, posting on all of it, is, like, I just don't think about it. But if I set myself a time where, all right, from this time to this time, you know, post these things, post anything that you have new or whatever on all the social medias, and put your patterns up if you have any patterns and things. But for now, I'm going to just write what I have. I'm almost around 1 round, y'all. And I'm planning on finishing this skein that I have here. You know, this is another bag that I could do out there. This is just literally a cajillion rounds of thermal stitch, single crochets in the thermal stitch. How cute would this bag be with some little leather straps on it? I think I might have to do some leather strap searching to attach to the crochet bag. I just need to finish this thing up. This is another one of those, like the loom knit scarf, that I get bored of the same thing over and over and over, because it's literally just single crochets the whole time. But it's not because it's a single crochet, it's just, it doesn't build up very quickly. So you feel like you've been working forever, and when you look down, you've done literally like 1 row or round. And I'm making this in a tube in the round, so then I'm just gonna, when I get to the last round of it, I just slip stitch the, you know, them together instead. Good morning, Gloria. There you go, Lisa. Packing packages. Because that is something I need to do too. Ooh, and respond to comments. So when I'm on my socials, I can post any of the posts I need to do, respond to any comments on socials as well. Not have nosebleeds. But that as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to live with watching my nose again for a little bit until the air decides to not be so dry again. Miss Gloria. Gloria. Yarn, stay in my hand. So I went with 5.5. I think it'll be okay. I hope so anyway. I forget how I was joining this though too, like ugh. I was like, why do I have my stitch marker right there? I don't know why it's right there. I think I need to slip into right here. Because of how the slips, I think that's what it is. I put it in the slip stitch though, that way I don't know. All right, I've done a round. I'll write this thing down in my list. And I'm gonna write 5.5 millimeters, what I'm going with. Let's see. 25 thermal bag, 5.5 millimeter. All right, what shall I work on now? Ooh, I know what I'll work on. I know what I'll work on. It is on my list. I'm gonna work on all right. So one of these can't go in my thing. It needs to go on here because I'm not done with it yet. Let's see. Messenger. Unread. All. I gotta figure out how to get to the message requests. Delete. Delete. "37 weeks ago." I think I can delete that chat. Delete. Allergy meds are kicking in. Good morning, Helix. Okay, Helix is here. Yay. Okay, so I've already spoke to this Helix, but I'll do it again. So Helix and I, Lexi, we were going to start a Shalina shawl together. Shalina, Belina, tomato, however you say it. And so we were talking about how we were going to work together on it, and it got turned into a game. So we're racing each other to the end of March to see who can get it done first. So the advantage she has over me, though, is that she works with thread all the time, at least more than me. I'm used to DK 4-weight stuff. So this fine weight thread stuff is quite difficult. So anyway, 7:45 last night, we both started on this shawl. And within 30 minutes, we had the same amount of work done, and then we had to get to kids. At least I had to get to the kids and get them in bed. And then after everything, all the routine and stuff settled down, I put 2 more rows on my shawl. And this morning, I put 1 more row on it so far on the live, and then I decided I needed to put it down because it was just too much head concentration and it just felt like I was moving like a snail through it. So here are the first 10 rounds or 10 rows of my shawl of the great Chelina Shawl-a-thon is what we're calling it, the Chelina Shawl-a-thon. So we're like a marathon. We're seeing who can get it done first. No stakes, just trying to see who can win first, I guess. So that is what I have done so far as of 12 hours in. I hope I'm doing it right. So she will be talking about it, I'm sure, on her live later this morning. She goes live shortly after I do at some point. At some point. I want to get some stitch markers put away. Let me get these in here, please. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping. Oh, that one went in there. That one can just stay in there for now. Okay, that one can close. I'm just gonna make sure this one can close. Go in there. Come on. Behave. You won't be live this morning because you have some business to attend to. Oh my gosh, Helix. Are you going to keep us on pins and needles to find out what that news is? So this is what I'm going to work on this morning. I'm working on getting it out of this basket. I just have some other things in it I need to put away. So I am working on side 2 of this bag. So this is bound off at the top here. And it starts here on that side. So I started the other side going down. So now I'm working my way up the other side. And I'm just going to go until it reaches the same height as... Yes, go ahead and share. Please. I want to know what this amazing news is as I figure out what is going on with this darn hook. Like, it's all twisted. What in the world is going on here? Just pull it out and put it back in. Okay, and now I'm caught on my yarn. My nose is so dry. Yes, do share, do share. So we're about the same on ours, huh? I think we'll probably get done about the same time then. Good morning, everybody. Moving in my tin. Oh, wow, Helix. That is so cool. Yay. I want my fireworks. There we go. Thummies. Thummies gives me the fireworks. Yeah. That is so cool. That is awesome. Woo woo. Awesome sauce. Way to go. You know, it is my 2-year channelversary, and I meant to put up a we only got 30 minutes left. I don't think, let's just see what happens. I'm going to do a goal of 10. Start getting the title transfer and registration, etc. taken care of this morning to go pick it up from her 2 hours away. Fun! Hey, that is worth the not going live. Let's see, channel. Okay, I'm gonna set a goal for the last half hour. And yeah, you do. Woo, Frizzy! Good morning. Oh, I bet you are. Okay. Goal. 10 super chats, all colors, 30 minutes. And then I will give away gift away the Star Spangled Patriotic bag if we reach the goal in 30 minutes. That is most excellent news. Trying to wake up. I hear you. Well, I gave myself a nosebleed this morning, so I am like paranoid about that now. So it's like really dry and I just want to clean it up, but I'm like, nope, I don't want it to re-going again. So we're just gonna leave it alone. I don't think you can tell that it was, so I think I'm good. Just need to leave it alone. So, yeah, if we reach our goal, and I can keep doing this every day, it won't necessarily be just today, but I meant to set that up earlier. So, anywho, I wish they could do a goal of like memberships, like gifted memberships, you know, because that is like somebody made a good point that because we only see like 40% of anything that's donated to us like that. Thank you, Lisa. We only see 40% of it. So like, you know, gifted memberships, at least it gives that person a member for a month. And it gives you that, yes, it's still 40% of that membership, but thank you, Helix. You didn't have to do that. Of all people, you need to save as much as you possibly can. Although, I mean, what kind of car is it that you're getting that she's just giving you? Like, I know it doesn't matter, but because it's a free car, but like, what kind of, we need to know the details. How awesome of a car is it? Does it have the clearance, the ground clearance that you wanted, or does that even really matter? Is it even more of a blessing because it has the ground clearance you're wanting? You know, so you can do your rock climbing. You're mountain climbing. Oh my gosh. And you know what? You don't have to buy a car now. And that car payment that you were worried about, there you go. God's hand is in your life right now, Helix. You won't believe it? Tell me what it is. Or you want to surprise us with it when you get it. I can wait. Impatiently so, but I can wait. Melissa G, thank you. Why are we yelling? Just because it's Monday doesn't mean we need to treat it like a Monday. Oh, cool. Honda Element. 2005. Cool. Oh my gosh, these kids. Hold on a second. A 2006. Well, that's even better. Nice. Nice. So is it a 4x4 and all that, or does it have all that jazzy stuff? No, it's so funny. I got on Camille's live last night and asked if Michael had any shawls on his channel yet, and he's coming out with one. And the reason I asked that is because I really want to make a shawl in Tunisian, and I don't want to design my own just yet. So I was like, I need a Michael pattern, and he's coming out with one. Woo 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 woo. Hold on. Where's my music? Doesn't this have music? Ah, there it is. Oh, I have to upgrade for that one. I can only do this one. That's boring. Helix got a car that she could go mountain climbing. Woo, woo. It was that other streaming service I used that had the fun music. This one, I have to upgrade for this one. And I'm like, I'm not there yet to be able to pay for Pro. Pro costs, let's see. $16 a month. $16 a month. Ooh, bright green. Nice. It's free, right? It's free. Well, I just, I pray that it is a good car and that you're, I trust that you trust your friend to not give you a lemon. I don't think she would do that to you. At least I would like to think that the human out there in us would not do that to people, but there are people that would. But I'm not saying she would. I don't want to put that stress on you. It's a free car. It'll last long enough. God will have it last just long enough, whether it's meant to be forever or till you're able to get that next car, It's a free car. That's all that matters. Sorry to put that in your head. But insert. I don't know when to shut my trap. A good thing's a good thing. It's a free car. But I think you said that what'd you say, she had bought it for a brother? Let's see. Contacted me and told me she bought her brother a vehicle last year that he no longer needs. There you go. I'm sure it's just fine. It's already been in your head, I'm sure. Well, that's good. I'm glad I wasn't the one to put it there because I don't want to be that person. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's exciting, Helix. I'm so excited for you. Go get your business done. Get that title transfer and all that fun jazz. That's so cool. So in the state of Utah, do you guys not have to sell it for like a certain amount or anything? Because I think in our state we have to like you can sell it for $1, but you have to sell it for something. Like you can't just give it free. Yeah, well, true, Melissa. Like even my brand new car. Well, 2 years ago it was brand new, but still, it had its issues. It was already, yeah. In the last several years, handful of years, when we got my first red Expedition, it was a brand new car then too, and it had issues. And then we got another one to replace it, and it had an issue. It was flooding windshield washer fluid into the car underneath the carpet on the passenger side. And so now the one that we have now, it's just computer glitchy, with the lane keeping assist stuff. But so yeah, even a brand new car can have issues. Okay, so there does have to be a bill of sale. Okay, because like I was gonna say, our state requires us to have a bill of sale at least $1. Doesn't matter. I think it has to be at least $1. It can't be like a penny. But yeah, I mean, I got $1 in my back pocket. I'll here for a car. Heck yeah. Exactly, Helix. Way to look at the silver lining. Yes. And it's just God's timing. Like he's like, here, have a free car. It'll get you by till I say so. That is so cool. I'm so happy for you. Amen. Yep. You're in shock. I bet so. You just were meant to have it and not be stressed out. There's a purpose for it. What it is, we don't know, but I'm sure there's a purpose for it all. Yes. And the GoFundMe will just be able to help you, replace those personal items that you lost and and be able to buy groceries for several months without having to worry about where that money's coming from for a little bit, There's a reason you deserved it. There's a reason he believed you deserved it right now. Couldn't tell you what that is, but I finished frogging the rest of this square out because it's getting to where it's pulling it up. So I mean, I've got this square and one more square after this to put on the bag, and then I have one more skein to use. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. How far this goes. All right, so how many do we have? It says we only have 2, but there's at least 3. Did Melissa's not get counted? That's BS. I have 2 $2 ones and then Melissa's for some reason. I think it's been replaced because of the GoFundMe. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You'll take care of all the, all your fees that you got coming up with all that. So do you guys have to pay, like, there's like a tax that we have to pay when we register our cars. I think I can't remember what it's called. But there's some sort of tax we have to pay when we register. Do you have to do that when you register, or is that something you pay a year from now or whatever? I don't know how. I can't remember how that works. My husband does that. I know, it's weird, Melissa. Like, yours says $1.99 and everybody else's says $2, and it like only counts 2. It's so weird. I don't know. It's YouTube. They're like, hey, you're only getting 2. Fine. You know what, YouTube? I'm happy with the 2 that I got. The 3 that I got, technically. Good morning, Laura. Good morning. I got about 15 minutes, y'all. The kids are getting a little bit unruly up there. They're getting loud again. Oh my gosh. Taxes, tile transfer, registration, etc. Nice. So all that'll, no, Melissa, you're fine. It's not you, it's YouTube. I don't blame you. I blame YouTube. It's their fault. They want people using it. They need to make it user-friendly. And not so dang weird. It's okay. I will count it as 3 even though it says there's 2. So I will count it as 3. So we have 7 more to get. Take that, YouTube. Who's next on live? Well, Lexi is not going to be live this morning because she's getting a car. She's getting a car. Well, I don't know when you're getting it, but you're getting it taken care of so you can get it. You're getting all the fees and stuff done today. Registrations and stuff. I don't know, maybe Apple took out, you know what, I'll blame Apple. They took out that extra penny and it didn't count. Hold on. I still want to design something. I don't know what, but I still want to design something. Do I want to try and design a shawl? Because, I mean, I have a design. Because, like I said, I was going to take my poncho and turn it into a shawl, too. But do I want to do that or come up with a different pattern for it? I'm still leaning towards doing this. I just need to figure out how to fix if I want to fix it or not. Or if I want to just keep it like that and keep going and see how it turns out. I don't know. That one felt a little too complicated. That's why I'm thinking something else. I've already got a poncho I'm kind of working on, so I want to do something different. And the poncho is almost like a blanket, so that's why another reason I want to do something different. Because I don't want it to take forever to complete. All right. I'm going to put that down for a minute. Oh, let's see. Oh, I get that. All right, let's see. Oh, oh, okay. Super chat. It is. Oh, I don't know. It counted. They look the same to me. That's a super chat. That's a super chat. They're all super chats. Huh. That's weird. Whatever. YouTube's just being weird. Yeah, exactly. YouTube's dumb. Oh, you have to go through the target? What? You have to click on that to give it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess maybe. Whatever. Meh. All right, what am I designing? I've got a hook on my I've got a loop on my hook. Got a loop on my hook. Huh. Do I want to do a blanket? Do I want to do a blanket? I haven't done a blanket in a while. Yeah, so there's one right there. That's so weird. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not gonna dwell on it anymore. Okay. Shall we do a blanket? Since I'm raising blankets. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No worries, Melissa. And I'm not even saying it was you. I'm just assuming it was you. It was yours that wasn't counted because the other two were the same. But again, it could be one of the other two. I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. Who cares? We have 4 now. Thank you, Tank. I appreciate it. Who knows? The cow for April. 2, 3. 1, 3. All right, so we got 3, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3. There's 9. 9 gives me 27 stitches. Plus or minus 2. No, yeah. No, possibly plus 2. The cow for April. Okay, so I have 9. Do I want to do... I should look for stitches first. I only have 7 minutes to do that. Should have looked for a stitch first. Lace clusters. What is the stitch multiple? 6 plus 2. That's kind of a tulip. 4 stitches plus 5. I don't know. Global connection. I kind of like that one. I don't know. I usually just start making something. Chain 1, go back in, do a stacked single. I'm gonna be fast because this is 5 minutes left. I got to be fast with this. So right now I have an odd number. And I, of course, used white, so you're not going to hardly see the stitches when I show this to you. All right. I'm hurrying across the row. Give me a stitch. Hurry, go. Somebody give me a stitch with an odd number. Sounds great, Lexi. All right, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. So 27 stitches. Do. We're going to do a stack single. Ooh, I know what I could try. Hold on. The iris stitch can go right here. I skip over those. No. Oh, and then I could do a V stitch in between. And then a iris. Let's see what this is gonna do. And then the great Shalina Shawl-a-thon is on. Ha 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 ha. Oh goodness. Do. Know when you are back at it. I'll give you some leeway or some grace this morning. When you're able to sit and relax at some point today and work on it. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do. Okay, so I'm designing possibly a blanket, and I've come across, and I started with an iris and I'm ending with a V stitch. So I need to do 2 more. I need to do 2 more. So I need a V stitch and an iris and then an end stitch. So I need, so V stitch, iris, end stitch. So I need 1 more section, right? V stitch, iris. So there's one here and then, yeah. So I need 1 more cluster on my bottom here. So I need an even number. All right, Helix. I know I'm going to be off here in just a minute. I'm just going to continue on with this for now. And then I will go back and add that extra cluster on. But that's what I have so far. While I'm losing my hook. All right, I'm going to chain, turn. So it's not going to be this one end's not going to be right, but that's okay for now. Let's see if I do. It is. I want texture on here, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I think I'll keep the V-stitches regular. So stack the V-stitches on top, and then I'm going to do the iris stitch where I do a front post, then a regular into this, chain one, regular back. So basically like a V-stitch into the space, and then a front post. Sounds good, Frizzy. I need to get off here anyway. It's 9:30. Let me show you what I got though real quick. See what you guys think of this for a new blinky that I just like threw together really fast. So basically this texture will work its way up, and then the V-stitch. I'm going to keep playing with this, but I like this so far. All right. Oh, thank you guys. Let me see. Where are we at? What does this show me? It's got 40 seconds, but I have 5, 6. So we have 4 away. Well, we almost made it. We'll try again tomorrow. Or maybe next week. That way I'm not making you guys spend a whole bunch of money all week. I don't want you guys to do that. So, all right. I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and know that you are somebody to somebody, and you're loved. See you later. Have a great day. See you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.